Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hubris, a world corrupted by taint. I have a little bit of a backstory to go into before we jump into this amazing mod pack. Basically, I was a great and powerful wizard that lived during a time of golden humanity and golden magic, and everything was good, and in our ignorance and our pride, hinted at the name of this mod pack, Hubris, which is another word for pride if you guys don't know that, we grew stupid basically and released the taint and corrupted our entire world. Yay for us. But anyway guys, if you guys are subscribers of my channel, which if you are, yay. If you're not, click that button, make me happy. You guys will know that I actually posted 2 episodes of this and was actually in the middle of recording a third. And it all went to shit in the 3rd episode, and we actually glitched out or something, and it said for some reason that Ravzone, which is my name, that I fell through the world, but I was just walking around and got caught up in some vortex or something like that, but I couldn't get my loot back. I say loot, all of my stuff back, so we decided to restart. And also, I've done pretty much everything wrong. I didn't really do my homework when I first started this up, so I'm restarting, guys. Apologies, but it's something that I think is going to really help you guys out. And if you guys are watching this for a tutorial's sake, please keep on watching, because I actually know what I'm doing this time. So, I mean, relatively, not that much. So, it should be good. Now, one of the first things that you're going to want to do is find a node. Now, this is a node right here, if you guys can see that. It's very faint on the screen. It should show up on, on the top. But that's an aura node, but you want to find a pure aura node. And the aura, whatever, same thing. But the reason that you want to find this is because with an aura node, a pure one, the taint will not spread to your lands. That is super cool because the taint, it's pretty bad right now, as you guys can see. Everything is purple, but this is the tip of the iceberg. Basically, the taint will infect everything. It will turn the soil into something that's not soil. It will turn the trees into crusted taint, into this stuff that's super hard to get rid of and all that stuff. It is absolutely terrible, and you won't be able to create a farm. You won't be able to grow. So it's really bad. It's really not fun. So one of the things you're going to want to do when you're starting off is find something like this where it's all green, and that usually will indicate that there is a pure aura node right there, or it's just green generally, which will give you more time because the taint will spread slower, I guess. But yeah, you want to find something like that, and we're not actually going to settle there because I don't know if that's actually a pure aura node. We're going to look for something like that. If we press J, we can actually see there's a village over here, but I don't see anything that's really that green. It's just a green blob. There's this stuff, but I'm pretty sure that stuff will just get swallowed up by taint eventually. So we're not looking to really settle there. We will if we have to. But let me just show you the quest book. Now, this is a quest book driven mod pack, so obviously we have a quest book. And it starts off with remembering. So I actually have to do something real quick. Convert this all to wood, go like that, and there we go. So as you can see, I just completed the very first quest in this. Gives you some pretty cool stuff, and there's actually a fair amount of resources that you can get from just quest book. See, 64 cobblestone and 20 ladder. And that's because this mod pack is extremely hard. You'll be periodically infested with the taint poison, which will get worse and worse as more of the taint spreads. So that's absolutely terrible. It is not fun to deal with, and it's very, 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 very hard. It's not fun to deal with, and I don't know what that is. Weird. But you're going to want to find, obviously, an enchanted forest or a pure aura node and set up there, because that will forestall the effects of the taint, and it won't spread, and it is really cool. Side note, something that I found out in my last playthrough, there's an enderman right there. I'm infected once again. Taint will not spread through tilled earth, and that's going to be really cool. And it doesn't actually spread through water either. It can make the water look all gross and stuff, but fibrous taint won't spread through the water, which is this stuff that just will crawl basically over everything you make and make your life miserable. But it doesn't go through tilled earth or water. So if we find an aura node, because it has a fairly small area, we're actually going to send that with a moat and some farmland, and I think it's going to look really cool. It's one of my big plans for the base. But we just gotta find one first. So we're gonna be keeping our eyes peeled on the mini map and stuff like that. And we'll also, if we can't find one in the first day, we'll settle down and make our base, and then just keep on exploring. Because one of the really big things that you have to do in this mod pack is explore. The ore percentage is at 25%, meaning that only 25% of all usual ores will spawn, and many of those ores that would actually spawn, like iron and stuff like that, are replaced by Ars Magica ores or stuff like that. So the ore growth is really long. You could go mining for an hour or so and find maybe 30 iron, 20 iron, which is a significant amount, but it's going to get harder and harder, especially if you're staying in that same area, and no one really wants to have to go that far and put that much effort for iron. Getting diamonds is frightening. I didn't get to it obviously in my last playthrough, but I'm scared to think what it would take. But that's why we have something called exploration, and a lot of different dungeons and mods that like put in dungeons are in this mod pack. A crap ton. As you guys can see, you know, it is a post-apocalyptic world, so we're actually gonna have a ton of like stuff and like that, like this. So it's really gonna be great, and you can just explore all this stuff. And as you guys can see, there's a dungeon down here. Very, I say small, but it's like looks pretty big. Okay, you know, that's a bad idea, guys. I don't have any gear. There's also some really cool gear you can get because there's just a lot of loot. One of the really cool things about this mod pack is the amount of loot you can get. It's really cool, and it's really just makes me interested to explore, and that's why we're going to be getting most of our resources from exploring rather than doing fruitless and over long mining trips. I'll probably be mining a little bit at the start, but I'm probably going to do that off camera just because of the amount of time it takes. No one really wants to watch me sit and watch me do that, but this, I believe, is something we can do, and it might actually become our house for the night because I haven't seen any blotches of green. If I'm missing it, I apologize, and I'll definitely come back. We might want to settle over the water over there or in like these little green bits, but I don't actually see any right now, so we might want to just stick off with settling in here or over here or something like that for the night. We are always aiming to get into an enchanted forest, so if you could find one of those, that'd be great. And there is an iron door here. Alright, so we're going to go into here, and we're going to quickly just craft all the stuff that we need, some stone tools, stuff like that, just because it is very useful to raid one of these dungeons early and either use it as a base, oh, that's wood planks, or as a, just get some cool loot from it. So let's create a bunch of sticks. And create some stone tools. There goes our pickaxe. Stone, and we're actually gonna need a hoe because we need to get a farm up fairly quickly. But anyway, guys, we'll just bypass that iron door completely and go in here. Now, as you guys can see, this is what's hurting me. Oh, tame poison. There is actually illusionary blocks right now, and I know that because I've been in one of these before. But if you didn't know that, that could be deadly, so, you know, make note of that. Never say I didn't give you anything. But we'll replace the floor at least a little bit. Actually, I think we'll replace the entire thing just so we don't make a mistake and fall. I'm actually going to collect these bookshelves because a very interesting thing about this mod pack is it is completely magic based. There's not any tech involved, and that's really cool, but it also means that you're going to need a ton of books because, you know, every magic mod uses books. It's like one of like the central themes. But yeah, it's really cool just because that's like one of the main mechanics, but it also means that you're going to need a lot of books and a lot of paper and all that stuff. Thaumcraft is one of the biggest ones, as you guys can see. If we check the quest book, go back from here, Thaumaturge, Dark Arts, and I think a couple of the other of these are like Thaumcraft branch offs. Now, one second, guys, I'm going to be right back. I have to go empty something. Alright, I'm back. I don't know why I said empty something. I actually meant I have to go get water because my mouth is super dry, but I was like, and does that sound stupid? And I realized these were illusionary blocks as I was walking just because, first off, it says that, and second off, who really does that with freaking, like a tree block? Come on, man. Who do you think we are? And this is actually really cool because we're going to get a bed. Now, one of the things that is really hard to find is sheep, because I haven't actually found any sheep. So getting a bed early is going to be super beneficial because it means that we can skip the night. And this is also an example of something, or like some of the really cool loot that you can find. A fragmenting stone amulet of armor, which gives me damage resistance when inflicting damage. Explodes when interacting with entities. I don't even know what that means at all. But I think we can we put it? Oh, there we go. All right. All right, guys. And this might serve to be our base. So if we go somewhere and it starts to turn to night, we'll just return here. Because this looks like a pretty cool place. We've got a lot of stuff. We got a bed that we can actually just set down and skip the night. So that's going to be really cool. And it is almost nighttime right now. So, yes. I think we're actually just going to set down a bed and go to bed as soon as we can. And dang, guys. If you guys are playing Hubris, do not get stuck outside at night. There's no way you will survive. I'm telling you this as someone who has tried to, and someone who's like been fully tooled up in iron gear and gone out at night. You will die. It is insane. There's angry zombies. There's furious zombies. Oh, shit. History pals. Awesome. There is just a slew of stuff that will just rack you. That will just wreck you, and it's not good, even if you have full iron armor. I went out with full iron armor, and I died. So if that gives you any idea of just, like, the massive amount of stuff that will follow you. And I actually ran into something called an Eldritch Guardian, which I don't really know if you guys know. I'm assuming you guys don't, but it's really bad. And we've actually found another one of these, which is really cool. We know the dangers now, so yay for us. But we also need to get it inside and up some ladders. Oh my god. So we can get away. If that green message keeps on going on, I'll get off and mute it. But we're going to go like this, and we've got a... Awesome, we're just going to ignore those bookshelves because we don't really need it right now. We're going to go immediately up here and see what awesome loot we can get. Oh yeah, if I wanted to have had that like log in the first place, I probably would have fallen for that because I don't really remember going through any of these. But for right now, we should be fine. There's a bed right there, so I think we'll actually sleep and we'll get through morning. And wow, so we've actually ventured pretty far. Usually I would like settle down and try to make a base, but after my error of the last time, I'm actually going to go like this, guys. We're going to go boom. We're going to go like that. We're going to go, oh, do not disturb. And there's my girlfriend right there. We're going to go back to this. So we're going to go to sleep. You can only sleep at night. We just actually slept. And we're going to get a fragmenting iron dagger. I don't know about you guys, but I like the sound of that. God, my mouth is really dry. And so this has 5 attack damage, but this has 4 attack damage. But this explodes. Oh, fuck. So if I right click, that's up. Oh shit, that really uses the whatever you guys call this, the durability, but dang, that's pretty cool. Alright, so you know, you can never have too many books, so we're actually gonna go through here, get some more books, and then we'll leave this place because I'm still looking for a pure aura node. Aura node. Not aura. I don't know why I said aura. Why am I saying that, guys? Who knows? But let's check the minimap and see if there's any like green spots that we can see. None right now, and it was just really surprising because I think it just might, when the taint becomes more apparent, we'll actually see that, but that actually looks like one. So we're going to go over there, and as I say that, oh, over here. And hopefully this will be one. There's some characteristics that you'll be able to see later, especially well, but this looks like actually one, I think. I believe so. But it's really in an unfortunate place because it's right in like a river area. But there's a node right there, or at least one of them. There might be 2 in a very like small place because he has really upped the node percentage just to make it easier to find one. Let's check our minimap again and see if there's anything else. So we're down here, and I think we're going to go a full 360 over here. Just continue searching because there's no harm because we have a bed and because we can keep on looting all this stuff and just exploring some more. I'm completely fine with exploring the entire first day because if you can find a good place, that's going to make your gameplay so much easier. So much easier. And holy crap, that's big. I just saw like that in the distance. But you will eventually need to settle down because you'll just keep on getting infected with taint. And do we have any food? We should probably get some. I know a quest that just does it. So we'll keep on hitting these weeds as we go past. The spawn rate for stuff like that. Oh shit, there's an aura node. I think it's probably evil or something like that because it doesn't have a green around it. So we're not going to settle there, obviously. But, jeez, I'm really like searching far and wide. Which I don't really have a problem with because exploration is one of the biggest things of this mod pack. But now we have 3 seeds, so we can go like this, open, nope, not that one, remembering open, and we can go like, not that, go like that, and claim a reward. Now, AgriCraft is a really big mod on this, and it's something that I'm going to really enjoy because there's a lot of stuff that you can do with AgriCraft, and it's just interesting, and I love farming. I'm a little bit of a Shin fan when it comes to farming. I do love just making my stuff and getting all my crops in order. It's a really fun experience when you like harvest all your hard work and stuff like that. I could never be a farmer in real life if I'm being completely honest. I would hate it, but you know, just playing around in Minecraft, I definitely could be because it's not actual work. But I feel like being a farmer would suck. If you guys are farmers, any farmers in my audience, just you know, let me know. What are you doing farming in Minecraft when you could do it in real life? Is it fun? I don't know. That will be the question of the day. What's farming? What's farming to you? But let's check the mini-map. There appears to be some sort of cottage up there. We have fallen, but whatever. So yeah, I just, the main tips that I have for this is explore far and wide because you're probably gonna get a lot of cool stuff out of it, and hopefully you'll be able to find a bed. So that means that you won't be stuck outside for night. If you are stuck outside for night, just dig a hole. I didn't want to do that on camera, so we slept through it. But if you guys have to, dig a hole and survive, because if you die, you're not getting your stuff back till morning. There is a gravestone. Come on, bro. Jesus. There is a gravestone like system in place, so your stuff will not despawn. But you know, it's never fun to die. And yes. So how do we get to this? Oh, there we go. Hello, my pretties. Ooh, a chest. Ooh, a iron shovel and a spruce sapling. That's awesome, because I haven't actually seen any spruce lately, or really at all. But that's cool. We can plant our own spruce tree, and that is one of the coolest dungeons in the game. Freaking humongous, obviously, as you can see. I believe there's another one over there. That's what you're seeing in the sky. I'm at render distance turned down, and I suggest you do that when you're exploring, just because it really makes your game run more smoothly. If you have, oh shit, it's not. It's like a floating island thing. If you guys do have like a beefy computer, you can leave it up. But for those of us that, I'm actually recording on a laptop right now, just because, I don't really know what that means, but recording on a laptop works better than my home computer, because my home computer is crap. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna quickly get some more wood. Don't really know why, but one of the things that if you settle down in an area, you're gonna want to collect a bunch of wood, because pretty soon all of the wood in your like immediate area around you, there'll be like, if you travel for like a block or two, not a block, like a chunk or two, there'll be places that the taint hasn't spread to, because the longer you stay in an area, the more taint like spreads, I guess. So that's one of the big things. And we've actually stumbled across another town. Now, we left another town behind. We're actually gonna go raid this place. One of the reasons we're actually going to do that is because seeds. Now, you guys saw me hitting all that enchanted stuff, and I didn't get a lot of seeds. And that's because the spawn rate is turned down, I believe. But if we can get into this town somehow and not die while doing it, we can get a ton of seeds and get our farm off the ground that we're eventually going to create once we find our place. And if we do not find a place to settle by the end of this episode, which it isn't looking like we are going to be able to, we are going to, I'll just do it off camera, find a place, and then when you guys come back, I'll have a place that we're gonna settle at. And one of the really cool things about this mod pack is just everything. Wow, Jesus Christ. That's really cool. They have loot on the top of there. I went up to those one of the times. Died like 4 times. It was not fun, but like at the same time it was really fun. But these villagers will pretty soon be reduced to nothing, because the taint will spread and just corrupt the actual villagers and stuff like that. So, yeah. Fun. So we're just going to go through looting as much as we can, whatever we really need to. I believe there's some loot in here. Sorry, sir. You know, we can always use a cauldron. And we can check the chest, and we've got, ooh, some bread. That's going to be good. And some mutandis, which is something that has to do with witchery. Witchery is another huge mod. Witchery is a massive mod pack that is really cool, and you guys will definitely enjoy playing if you guys download this mod pack. But it's one of the things that actually is pretty hard to get off the ground. There's a lot of stuff you got to do, a lot of work, but I think it's worth it. But it'd kind of be a little, oh no, we don't actually have to. I was gonna cut through the wall. Yeah, we do. Just cut through the wall. I'm gonna ignore that salt over there. I'm just gonna keep on going through, and I feel a little bit bad, so I'll leave a little bit. Oh, never mind. Fell down. I was gonna say, I feel bad for leaving like a huge gap in their defenses. Not that it would really save them from anything, but you know, I felt kind of bad. That's another dungeon right there, guys. Another type of dungeon. As you guys can see, there are dungeons everywhere. I said that before. You guys have seen that all before. So I urge you, explore. And we're actually about to die here, so I'm gonna place down a few things. Actually, I'll just eat. Okay. If I suggest not doing what I'm doing and just eating your stuff, turning it into toast, because that's gonna make it a lot easier. Now I have to make more bread, and you make toast by literally cooking in a furnace, bread in a furnace. So it's really easy to do, but I just, for the sake of keeping going and trying to find our place to sit, and I may have passed like several good spots. I don't really know. I'll definitely have it in check by the next episode, but I apologize if this is just like literally me 20 minutes of me walking around. I know you guys probably want to see at least some progress. Not if you watch the Augustcast, though. If you watch the Augustcast, it's, you know, you're just used to it. No progress will be made. Not today. Okay, what is this? So is this a... No, I don't really know. God damn it. So let's check the mini-map once again. Where are we? Oh shit, we're all the way over here. I've traveled a very long way. I'm not seeing any RO nodes, but you can see several at one of these dungeon stuff, and that's gonna be one of the really cool things that we're gonna do, because you get, once we like finish mining the initial iron, we're definitely gonna go through a couple of those, see what we can do, and just see like what loot we can take, and that will be how we end and start several of our episodes, just, you know, going through dungeons, seeing the stuff. Ars Magica is another big mod. Let me just go over the magic mods. I know this is a little bit late in the episode, but basically we have Thaumcraft, Ars Magica 2, Witchery, probably several other ones, but I can't think of really any. Those are the three big ones that I really focus on: Thaumcraft, Ars Magica 2, oh, Blood Magic, oh, which is going to be really cool. Blood Magic is some of the most powerful stuff in the game. And if you guys are wondering, this is not my gravestone. They're just random stuff. And I'm not really sure if this is other players that like have like played and they're just like, oh, let's choose. I don't know. But Hank seems like a little bit of a weird name, so I'm guessing not. But he lived for 34 days. I've lived for like 1 or 2, depending on how you feel about Minecraft times. Ooh, God, there's a creeper over there. Looks like a splitting creeper. And I'm going to go over here and just kind of show you guys what this is. I'm not actually going to explode by this, but this is, oh, fucking hell. It's a special. Retreat. Retreat. Okay, so that was just a quick look, a very, very quick look at some of the cool mods that you guys can see. Mobs. That was a rare mob, or just like a legendary mob, and they drop really cool stuff when they die, because they're like basically like mini bosses that are added in by mob. But the mob itself was actually added in by some other mod pack that just adds in splitting creepers, and basically when those creepers spawn, they spawn to like 10 or 15 small creepers, and then they blow up, and it just basically ruins your day. It's terrible. But anyway, guys, that's all the time I have for today. I apologize that this was just me literally walking around in circles, or not really a circle, in a straight line, trying to find a place to, you know, set up. But I will definitely have found a place by the next time we record, so please just drop a like, subscribe to me if you guys are not subscribed, and I will see you guys next time for episode 2 of the Hubris. Peace out.